It's really challenging to convey so much emotion in just your eyes. It was definitely a first for me, but I learned a lot through that experience, and I think it's a really great strategy and tactic to convey so much emotion. That was really important for me to portray what she's thinking and going through in such a short amount of time with so little words.
Ariana, fantastic job on this film. I absolutely loved it. It's such a fun sci-fi thrill ride that keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole way through. Can you talk to me a little bit about your character, Koa, and the themes of family and found family in 65?
Koa is the last survivor on Mills's, little crash wreck on the planet. She's the last survivor, and she's a really strong, independent girl. At first, we see a big evolution between how she is. She starts off very scared and nervous and confused, and then we end up seeing her being very strong and independent and fearless almost. Koa is a very complex girl, and she's so young, but she goes through so much, and she grows up very quickly, and she has to. She's put in very difficult situations. Mills is the only person she has to rely on now. So that's definitely why they bond and build a relationship so quickly. But she was so great to play, and she was definitely sweet.
Can you talk to me about your approach to Koa, especially since she speaks an entirely new language?
That was definitely a first for me, creating a whole language. My process for that was really interesting. I really wanted to match her language to the tone of the film. And with so many languages that we have in the world, we have we have French and Spanish and Italian. And I was like, I feel like those all sound too warm and comfortable. So I was like, okay, let me just listen to a bunch of people speaking different languages and pick the one that sounds the most accurate to the tone of the movie. So that's what I kind of did. And then I created my own accent in which, letters to emphasize and all of that. And I definitely collaborated a lot with Scott and Brian for that process. And it was really interesting and cool, and definitely a first, but it was fun for sure.
Now, both of you managed to portray such strong emotions with very little dialogue. Can you talk to me about the physicality of your performance?
It's really challenging to convey so much emotion in just your eyes. It was definitely a first for me, but I learned a lot through that experience, and I think it's a really great strategy and tactic to convey so much emotion. That was really important for me to portray what she's thinking and going through in such a short amount of time with so little words. It was great to really dial in who she is as a person and exactly what she's thinking, exactly what she's going through, in order for you just to look at her and know how she's feeling in the moment, uncomfortable or scared or nervous or confused. You all had to play it with just your face and your facial expressions. So that was a first and really interesting, and I love it. It's great.
Now, switching gears for a second, you have a project coming up that I'm really excited about, Borderlands. You're playing Tiny Tina. Can you talk about what fans can expect from Tiny Tina and Borderlands?
Yeah, so the fans can expect a lot of laughs, and basically Borderlands is a big joyride of laughter and explosions and confusion and Kevin Hart yelling at me and just a lot of situations like that. We have Kate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis and an incredible cast that I'm so happy that I got to work with. Borderlands is so fun, and I feel like you can watch it 1,000 times over and find something new every time. Tiny Tina was really important to me because obviously she is a beloved character in the video game, but I was like, how can I take this girl and make her mine? And what can I do? So I have my own little flavors of Tiny Tina, but I kept the core loving personality traits of her in the video game. And I kind of created this Ariana Tiny Tina baby, and I put it on screen, and I had so much fun. And there's a lot to expect with that film, and I hope everyone loves it.
I can't wait to see that film. I can't wait for fans to see 65. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, Ariana.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.